All right, welcome to part 3, eating disorder. So it was about me, right? At the end of the day, I was agitated and I was sad and I was mad and I was lonely and I was depressed and I was tired. And all I was trying to do was find a way to feel better. So I became orthorexic. I was trying to feel happy and healthy and be a part of the culture. So I went out to restaurants and I ate whatever I wanted to sometimes. But I couldn't bring the two worlds together. I still struggle with it. I still struggle with binge eating disorder. I can wake up and eat from, oh my God, and I mean graze. Like I will graze the entire day until I feel sick. It's like constant. I literally have to force myself to not do that. I would surround myself with other people who do the same thing. People who want to just sit in front of Netflix and pound back a bag of chips or a bunch of candy. People who suffer from their own forms of disordered eating. Why? Because in my family, partly, it was socially acceptable for skinny people to eat like that. If you were skinny and you ate like that, you were just hungry and you were working it off. Because there's this whole association with fat and being heavier, being unhealthy, and that's not the case. There are people who are way bigger than me who are far healthier than me. I'm not healthy. I might be thin, but I'm not healthy. I can't run to the end of the block. Sorry. I couldn't dance for 20 minutes without being out of breath. And I'm in a lot of pain physically most of the time. So I am not healthy. I am working on getting healthy. Every day is a little bit better. However, it's a struggle. Because I've been doing this my whole life, My mom, hey, want to go to McDonald's, sweetheart? Let's go to McDonald's. Want to have a McDonald's birthday party? Let's have a McDonald's birthday party. Let's have birthday cake. Let's have ice cream. Let's have Freshie. Let's have Kool-Aid. Let's have chips and pop. And let's, sit in front of the TV and watch cartoons or whatever, sugary cereals, throw it in there. I couldn't stop. So, you're not abnormal if you do this. It's just a pattern of eating that you've learned to use, right? For a long time. So the first step is admitting it. Admitting that you have a binge eating disorder, or maybe you're anorexic, or maybe you're orthorexic, like in my case. Maybe you have a binge and a purge eating disorder. Maybe it's all about control. It's about restricting, right? Restricting for me, it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And there's a sense of power in, you know what, I can go another 20 minutes. I can go another 20 minutes. I can go another 20 minutes. For me, sometimes when I'm in that orthorexic state of mind, it's like I'm not going to eat mashed potatoes and gravy and turkey and a side salad because I'm just having a shake today. And there's a sense of righteousness, right? That righteous, well, I don't need to do that because I'm better. Look at me, I'm Mr. Clean, Mr. Cleanse. It's fucking bullshit, man. You're starving yourself. So you have to satisfy yourself mentally and physically. That doesn't mean don't eat a healthy, balanced diet. It doesn't mean that you might not have food allergies. It doesn't mean that there isn't certain, pesticides and poisons in our food. But there are certain things about Western diet that are inevitable. You're going to come across pesticides. Sorry. There's the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. Educate yourself on them. Google it. Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 when it comes to avoiding some pesticides. But don't obsess about it like me. I really encourage you to phone the Port Colborne Hospital and get connected to the Niagara Eating Disorder Outpatient Support Program. I'll put it up right now. Because, it's probably really important, because if it wasn't for this program, probably not even saying, here we go. Niagara Eating Disorder Outpatient Program, NEDOP, that's what it's called. So yeah, I'll put the link connected to this video. So the number is 905-378-4647. That's for assessment and referral. And the extension is 32532. So you're going to contact the program coordinator. Our family physicians offer individual comprehensive consultations, which include assessment and referral. For referral information, please contact the program coordinator. Again, 905-378-4647, extension 32532. They're awesome there. How did I get in contact with them? I had a really awesome, amazing, beautiful, super awesome human being of a pal of mine that I love and adore, that I've known for a while now, and she was brave enough to self-disclose that she had gone to this treatment program and that she herself suffered from a binge eating disorder. So because of her self-disclosure and her bravery, and I love you, I was able to get support for myself. That's how this goes, hopefully, because there's a reason why you're doing this. There's a reason why we're doing this. And it's because of pain, trauma, cultural ideals of what's beauty, what's normal, what's healthy. There's a lot of brainwashing going on in the world. And, I was part of the "but you have such a pretty face" movement. When I was a little girl, it was like, oh, God, she's so sweet and she has such beautiful eyes, but she's so overweight, or she's not really feminine. So I fit into that whole, with your, there's something masculinizing about being heavy, which is not good either, right? You can be a dude and be a husky guy. Even if you're a big boy. That guy's a big boy. But if you look at a woman when she's overweight, it's completely different, right? I mean, things are slowly changing with men. I mean, I watched a commercial on YouTube, and it was about this old guy who was on some kind of insane growth hormones and testosterone, and he must have been like 70, and his face looked like he was 70, but his body looked like he was 25, and he was cut, and it was so weird. And I was really freaked out, and I thought, oh my God, it's totally happening. I mean, it's always been there. I mean, that's why I put this magazine up, right? Look at this guy, he's cut. This is a gay man's porno mag. I use it for art. No, I really do, actually. In the men's gay community, body image issues have been there forever, because the men's gay community and the women's straight community are kind of like parallel. They run like parallel to each other. Because, why? Because men, whether you're gay or straight, guys, you're taught to expect a certain amount of perfection and beauty as a man, that you're entitled to that. So the culture supports it. Gay men perpetuate it within their own community, not all of them, but some of them. And straight men perpetuate it in their community, not some of them, all of them. And women, we perpetuate it in our community, right? And I say women because I'm gender fluid. But it gets perpetuated within, we turn on each other, oh, look at her. Oh, girl, look at her, right? Like, she's part of that club. It's like Mean Girls, right? That whole Mean Girls concept. And the irony is, Georgina, is her name Georgina? She has an eating disorder, right? They all have eating disorders and they're glamorized, right? That's the thing. I mean, modeling is in itself, it's glamorization of an eating disorder, right? So that's what makes it so complicated too, is that you're pathologizing terrible eating habits and body types that are unattainable for most people. Like 95% of the population, unless you have some kind of disordered form of eating. So, what do you do to get well? Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll freaking tell ya.